2, 1, go.
Welcome back to the Moorpark Reporter Arts and Entertainment Department. I'm Caitlin McHale, and I'm here back with Audrey Lang and Alissa Schoflin. So this is the last week of the semester for Moorpark College. I don't know if either of you have any finals left, but how are you guys feeling? How do you guys feel to be pretty much starting winter break?
I finished all my finals today, so very happy about that.
Very nice.
And this semester has just been, it's been interesting. It's been, a little rough since we've been all online, but overall I feel like it went by really fast as like a whole, and I'm excited for next semester, but sad that it'll still be online again.
My semester it's better than I expected it to be. I kind of function really well with online classes, and I finished all my finals. Woo! But it was a lot better than I expected, and I'm like applying for colleges now, so I'm excited to get into next semester. I am so excited, and I'm relieved.
Good, yeah. I know. I just applied to a California State University just the other year. It's just this time of month is such a busy time for students, especially college students, just trying to cram everything in those last couple weeks. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Just really just trying to get stuff done in those last couple weeks. So it really is an amazing feeling to be done. Do you guys have any different expectations for 2021 and how school may play out? Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, I actually got an email from a university, and they are anticipating maybe bringing people back in person next fall. Have you guys heard anything about that from any schools, or what do you guys think?
For the schools that I'm applying to, I know like my top school, the one that I've been in the most communication with, they are hoping for next fall to be in person. If not, then it'll be like a hybrid where they kind of like they like rotate through, where it's like certain days you'll be on campus and then certain days will be online. So I know that it's the big hope of having at least one class or two classes on campus. So they're just hoping to at least do a hybrid, if not fully on campus, which would be really nice, because when you're transferring, obviously you want to have your first initial like classes on campus.
The one because I really only applied to one. It's kind of local. I want to stay near, and they're hoping to do classes on campus, but if anything, then they're just going to go back to online. But I haven't really heard much from other colleges. I haven't really heard a lot from the one college that I applied to, but they're just hoping to return back in fall of next year. But hopefully it does, because I want to experience the college experience.
I know. I think we all do, honestly. It's like, as sad, as depressing as it is, I think there hopefully some hope with this vaccine that's been discussed lately, and I believe that healthcare workers are going to receive it first, which totally makes sense, as they should. All those nurses and everything.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
And then, all right, so now that this is pretty much the last week, as I mentioned, and again, things are pretty restricted with COVID, nothing new there, but do you guys have any specific plans for winter break, or do you guys have any specific family traditions, or what do you like to celebrate? What do you guys like to do?
So for me and my family, we celebrate Christmas, and we usually keep it very laid back. It's usually just all of our family coming together to my grandma's house. And it's just like our immediate family that lives close in like the vicinity of Simi Valley. So luckily it's not too big of a group that is coming in, and we'll still be able to gather at my grandma's. But basically, we just like to watch Christmas movies and just being together for the family. We'll bake cookies, but nothing too special. It's just more about spending time with one another than going and doing anything big. There's sadly no vacations planned though. I wanted to go on vacation, but no.
That's the best. Making cookies and Christmas movies. That's the greatest.
I know it's super fun, but just relaxing.
That's
How
yeah.
about you, Alyssa?
Oh yeah. That's kind of me and my family. We celebrate Christmas. We wake up in the morning. I have a younger brother, so we still like to do the, waking up at like 6 a.m. kind of thing.
Oh, how cute.
So we wake up, we put the fireplace on, and then we just, open gifts and just hang out all morning. We just watch movies. We eat, my mom usually just makes some breakfast, but we're probably going to celebrate with my grandparents because we have like our own little bubble. But I mean, no traveling, just staying local and just enjoying as much as we can.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Eating
and I mean,
tons of food.
That's all we can do. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I celebrate Christmas as well. And Alyssa, like you mentioned, kind of the same thing for me. My family and I, we wake up on Christmas morning, and funny you mentioned this, but I also have a younger brother, but he's 16. So he outgrew the whole like waking up super early. So if he wakes up super early, it's only to hop on PlayStation. It's, that's pretty much it. But yeah, and we would turn on the fireplace as well. And, my parents make coffee. It's just nice knowing that you have this little break in between your next semester and just kind of have a chance to just breathe for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like kind of like a restart.
Of course.
At the very end, you're just like, oh, you're all drained, but then you reboot. Good for the next semester.
Literally. Yeah, I know. As for my family and I personally, I haven't checked it out this year, and it's kind of in the valley. Excuse me, it's in the valley. But there's this neighborhood called Candy Cane Lane, and there's a few streets that are nearby. Have you been? You guys have been?
Oh yeah, we used to all the time, and we heard something on the news or like over social media that they're not doing it. I'm like, I was so disappointed. I was like, no,
really?
That's what I heard. Maybe they opened up or they made it like just limited. But I was so sad. I was like, no, I love Candy Cane Lane. It's so much fun.
Oh, it's just.
I think they made it a drive-through, sort of.
Okay.
But I know there's several Candy Cane Lanes. Like everyone makes their own in a different like county, so
that's very true.
No, I guess the one I'm referring to would be Los Angeles County, like the Valley, Woodland Hills, whichever area that is. I was born in the Valley, and I grew up going to Candy Cane Lane every year. So, and some of the people's decorations are very, very old school, like wooden cutouts, very just classic. So that's definitely a tradition my family and I hold on to. I haven't checked it out yet, obviously with finals and everything going on, but I don't know. I'd be curious to see if people are allowed or how many people are allowed to go. I mean, it's a neighborhood. I think you could just drive through, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah. I love looking at lights. I was like, I feel, especially like right now, I feel like I've seen more lights this year than previous years, which is so awesome because I love looking at lights. It's like it sparks that extra like holiday like like spirit. So I just like I honestly probably like once a week we just look at Christmas lights, and it's so much fun. I love Christmas lights.
That sounds so therapeutic in a way too.
Oh yeah.
And I think
my family and I, we like to go look at lights on Christmas Eve. And like there's this one house that we always go to where it's all Disney, like wooden cutouts, but they hide a Waldo. So it's like you go and find Waldo, and it's super fun just to like go. And they have other little activities where you like have to find all the like ants from Bug's Life and just a whole bunch of other characters. It's so fun, but it gets so cold outside that it's like you can only stand out there for 10 minutes and then you have to go. It's too much.
I actually been to that house and I love it. I just like sometimes I just drive by just to look at everything. It is so gorgeous, and I'm a huge Disney fan, as you could probably see by my wall.
I love the little baby Yodas in the background. I just gotta say that's fantastic.
That's my baby. I love Disney. That one house, I always just drive by it. I'm like just captivating. I'm like, this is beautiful. This is so good. Just like so much fun to go and look at.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, I know last time in our first introductory episode, we kind of mentioned some favored Christmas movies. I know we mentioned, we mentioned The Grinch with Jim Carrey. We mentioned a few good ones. And I think Audrey wanted to kind of mention Christmas songs. And there's so many we could get into. And for me, I work in retail, so I always hear Christmas songs on loop over and over again. You guys have any opinions or favorites on that?
I mean, I love Christmas songs. Every time, like from the ending of Thanksgiving dinner all the way till at least the New Year is Christmas music on. I have to listen to Christmas music. But there's so many different like varieties that it's hard to choose which one's my favorite. And there's always the classics that are so good. And then they'll make, remixes or anything. And then those are super fun. But it just helps get me into the spirit. And it just makes me feel happy, especially through the finals time of like school.
For sure.
I'm like, this will get me through. This will get me through. Make me happy.
I love listening. Oh, especially like when I've been doing my finals, I just put some Christmas music on, and it just puts me in such a great state of mind, and it gets me all excited. Like, we will get through this. We will get through finals. Christmas is right around the corner. Yes. I love the classics, especially like Michael Bublé, Mariah Carey. That one classic song is so good. I'm not gonna lie right here. I always played in my car, and I always just belt that one high note. It doesn't sound as good as like it does, but I just, especially the Justin Bieber Mistletoe, I love that song so much.
Oh, I love Justin Bieber's Drummer Boy.
Oh, that one's so good. So good. I don't think I've listened to it yet. I have to do that now. Thank you for reminding me, Audrey.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, how funny. What's so weird, and this has got to be an older song, and I don't even know the name of it, but the one about the hippopotamus, the little girl wanting a hippopotamus for Christmas.
That is my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah, I don't know why. But
it's so good, but so funny.
I know. And that one plays at my work, and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh. Like,
there's some really funny Christmas songs. When I was younger, when I was probably like 7, maybe 8, all my front teeth were like gone. Like, I got like bike accident, didn't go well. So I always used to sing, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. And I was singing that every single year until I got my teeth.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't really plan vacations during the winter break. I mean, maybe it depends on the place. I'm not positive, but just last month back in November, my family and I were able to go to Yosemite for a few nights, and the hotel we stayed at, they social distanced. You had to wear masks and everything, and it was still stunning there. So I wonder if people are perhaps maybe doing stuff like that where it is allowed. I'm just not sure. I mean, really, I feel like the restrictions are kind of different everywhere throughout California. It's so confusing at this point.
Oh yeah.
But as for me, my plans for the break, I'm going to be working. Sometimes I go through these moods where I want to clean stuff out, and I kind of just go through stuff in my room and try to get rid of stuff. Maybe I'll do that. It sounds really boring, but I'm just trying to think of what I can do with COVID and if I'm going to be at home. So I don't know about you guys.
It's an end of the year clean out. You're going to detox from 2020. We understand.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
Right, get it. Instead of spring cleaning, it's the end of year COVID cleaning.
That's right.
We'll not the whole year to do it, but we'll wait till the very end to do it.
Oh, it's a 2020 mood right there. Wait till the end. Get it done. I know. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. So much has happened, yet it kind of flew by in a way. I mean, we have maybe 2 weeks of December, 2.5 weeks of December.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to look at my calendar.
I didn't even realize that. It feels so much longer, but it went by really quickly. It's just like an awkward time. It feels like it's taken like years to like get to the very end, but it flew by so fast. So I'm just like in shock.
I know, it's crazy. I try to think, and I don't know when the pandemic first really blew up. I don't, was it the end of February, maybe March, but gosh, it just feels like it was just yesterday when it was the beginning of the pandemic and people were talking about Tiger King and just, gosh, what was that back in like April? I don't even know. It just feels like so long ago.
Wow. I don't even think I've ever watched that, which is really interesting.
Did you,
I didn't even watch that. Wow. Wow. I didn't even watch that. I'm going to have to watch that now at the very end when it's all over.
I'm sure it'll be there for a while.
I didn't watch that one either. I was stuck on like Outer Banks and All American, all those like drama shows. I was like binge watching those. I was so into the drama. I don't know what it was, but maybe I'll give it a try.
Yeah, the rest of my family got really into Tiger King and they just started playing the episodes. It's like, I might as well like watch it if they're just going to have it on, right? And I don't remember, gosh, there's so many details behind each little episode. I can't even remember or explain it all, but it is entertaining to say the least. I'll say that for sure. Are you guys going to be continuing to write after this class? Or will you be taking any more journalism classes?
Yeah, so next semester I'll be back on the newspaper again. And then I'm also taking the public relations class as well. So
awesome.
More writing. Super fun.
Very nice.
I will be writing. I love writing, even if like sometimes when I just have like a story that I just come up with, I just like jot it down because I just write the most randomest like thing, but it's just like it's such a like stress reliever. And I'm taking, I'm gonna say maybe 3 or 4 like writing English classes next semester. Unfortunately, I probably won't be on the paper. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna try my absolute best because I'm at 6 classes already. Woo.
Wow. Ooh, that's busy. I don't even do that.
I'm like, the paper is just so much fun, and you like get to like form connections with everybody. You get to form even more connections with people that you cover stories about. So I love it. So I'm trying my best. I'm like I want to be on a paper. I'm gonna make it work.
Oh, I totally understand. Whatever you need to do for whatever your major or your degree is, I totally get it. I procrastinated on my last math class for a few semesters and I just finished it this semester, so I finally got that done.
Yay, Caitlin. No more math.
I know, I hope not. If I transfer and they tell me I have more math, I'm going to be very upset.
History. That's me with history. I am not the strongest person at history. I've just never really been like strong at history. And this was like the one, I just had to do it once and I did the semester and I'm like, yes, it's done. I did good.
That's awesome. You guys still have Christmas shopping to do? I still have some things to get from my family.
Yes. I didn't start shopping until like 2 days ago and I had absolutely no idea what to get anyone. And then one person's gift idea came into mind and the rest of them all flowed. So I just need to go buy it. But I was like, ooh, I'm a little broke now. This is so sad.
It happens.
It's okay though. We'll make it back. We're going to be working over break. So it's okay.
There you
go. Me too.
Surprisingly, I finished all my shopping by Black Friday, which is kind of last year it wasn't the same. I waited Christmas Eve I was shopping for so many people, and this year I was like, we're just gonna start early. I started and I finished everybody by Black Friday, so I was like, okay. I had this whole time to focus on school, but then I'm just with work and school, so I'm like, okay. The shopping's out of the way.
Oh, for sure. It can be overwhelming. I've just been so focused on trying to get through my last couple classes. It's like now that the semester is over, it's like, oh gosh, Christmas presents. I better get on that.
Those are my initial thoughts too. I was like, just get through the semester, but then it's a week till Christmas. And I was like, well, I can't Like you can't order anything anymore unless you want to pay like $20 in shipping. So I'm just like running around.
I know I know I waited too long. I even have Amazon Prime, and a couple of things I ordered, it's like, this won't be here till January. It's like, man, I know.
Wow.
Like my Prime didn't even apply to it. I was so upset.
Wow.
But I mean, you know, good for all of those Amazon workers and those delivery workers, especially this time of year and the circumstances. Like,
Oh yeah, they're doing such a great job. I sometimes when I like walk outside at like 8 o'clock at night, they're still going. I'm like, wow, like I don't think they get enough credit for how much hard work they're doing right now. It's awesome. They're like so awesome.
all right. Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you for watching the Moorpark Reporter Arts and Entertainment podcast. This was our second episode. My name is Caitlin McHale. You can find me on Instagram, Caitlin_McHale.
Thank you. I'm Audrey Lang, and you can follow me on Instagram at AudreyLang_.
And then I'm Alissa Shufflin. You can find me on Instagram at Alissa Jean Reporter.
All right. Thank you guys. Happy holidays. I hope everyone has a great rest of the end of the year, and hopefully we have a great 2021.